After much thought, they finally proposed a brilliant idea: never get sick in life. This inspiration struck Patch like lightning, and he was determined to start a hospital focused on people. In this hospital, learning is supreme, love the ultimate. With funding from a wealthy old gentleman in the mental hospital, he acquired prairie rights. He, with Catherine and Truman, renovated, and soon the love-filled hospital became a bustling sanctuary packed with broke or homeless people. Here, they helped and encouraged each other, everything heading towards Patch's dreams, until a man shattered it all. This patient self-harm tendency sent shivers down their spines, and Catherine took an immediate dislike to the peculiar guy. However, optimistic Patch told Tragedy King if not accepted here, no one would listen. So he stayed. As time went on, Patch and Catherine's relationship blossomed, and they finally confirmed their romantic involvement. Once hurt, Catherine revealed, "I've always been magnetically drawn to men throughout my life. As a kid, I would stare out my window and torment the cockroaches. It was brutal. No matter what they'd been through, they would always hide, seeking a safe haven. Then they'd turn into those beautiful creatures that can fly. I hated them, but really, I hated myself. I never thought of relating to them. That's why she hesitated to accept Patch. Maybe love is like that. It torments you, scares you, yet draws you in like a moth to a flame." The next morning, Patch tenderly held a love letter, and just as Catherine was immersed in it, Truman burst in, crashing the romantic moment. It turned out they lacked medical supplies, so the two decided to sneak into the hospital at night to borrow some. Meanwhile, Catherine received a voicemail from the self-harming patient. She felt a bit off and hoped someone would come to help. Even though this guy unnerved, but thinking of Patch's words that morning, she felt she should help. Little did she know it would be her last, with Catherine's life frozen in summer. The next day, when Patch learned of Catherine's murder, he broke down, realizing his over-optimism killed her. At the funeral, Patch hid behind the tree and waited until everyone left before mustering the courage to come out and read the heartfelt letter to Catherine, and by then, at that moment, he lost his way again, and Patch finally understood the dean's frequent words. Patch left the heart-wrenching place, but Truman urged, "Don't give up." Disgusted with humanity, Patch shouted, "Everyone's great to trust humanity, Truman. In God's creation, only humans kill themselves." Truman was left speechless, with a stunned expression on his face. Just when Patch planned to return to the mental hospital to confide her hardships to her nemesis, the chubby guy blocked her. "What are you doing? I've seen little purple Gifter, 22. I've been checking on her every day for 3 weeks, but I can't get her to eat. I know she has a lot to learn about drugs, but I just can't get it down. I can guarantee I can't make any doctors diagnose anything in the hospital. But I can't get her to eat. You can be her gift. They like you, and if you leave, I won't learn this method." Still down, Patch walked away and arrived at the place where she and Catherine first breathed. Then she roared at the sky, questioning creation's fairness, with no reply. Patch gazed into the abyss. Just as she decided to jump, a butterfly landed on her briefcase, reminding her of Catherine's words from that night. She wanted to become a carefree butterfly. The butterfly fluttered and landed on Pat's heart, as if warmth and love still lingered. At that moment, Patch rediscovered the meaning of life and decided to fulfill the promise she made with Kath. So she went back to the hospital with the chubby guy, took Mrs. Kennedy, who refused to eat, and arrived at a giant bowl of noodles. Mrs. Kennedy dreamed of swimming in a giant bowl of noodles. Patch's bold actions finally angered the dean. He promptly sent Patch a notice of expulsion. Without a moment's hesitation, Patch picked up her file, and upon opening it, discovered the dean's reason for her expulsion was excessive optimism. At the suggestion of the chubby guy, she decided to appeal to the court to determine if she was fit to be a doctor. Unexpectedly, her unauthorized medical practice drew stern rebuke from the judge, who asked if Patch had considered the consequences of medical malpractice. Patch calmly replied, "What's the fear in dying? A doctor's mission is to improve a patient's quality of life, not just delay death. If we are to fight a virus, we should tackle the most severe kind, which is unfairness. If you're fighting a person, you might win, but I assure you, you can always win, no matter the outcome." Then, she turned to all the medical students and said, "Don't let the cold world numb your souls. Start practicing, talk to strangers, and befriend those wonderful nurses. They are always in blood and urine. They can teach you skills you won't get in class. Right now, you have the power to boot me from school. You can stop me from getting a diploma and all the paperwork, but you can't control my spirit. Gentlemen, you cannot stop me from learning." Patch's remarks left the judges stunned into silence. This was a showdown between passionate love and cold rules. During a recess, a group entered a hospital leukemia kids with their parents. They stood like a wall behind the spectators' bench, raising rubber red balloons symbolizing joy, a complex mix of emotions in everyone's eyes. Among them were countless unsaid words, yet a single glance signified Patch's victory, and ultimately the judge granted her the right to continue her studies.